Alright, let's take a look at this map. 39 enemies. That's quite a few. And allies, in addition to our 11 deployment slots. We got Archbishop Rhea on the field. And she's actually using the Sword of Saros this time, so we get to see this finally. So it's a very healer-based sword. She's got all kinds of magic. The 42 charm. Why do all the bosses have so much charm? Let's see who's on our side. About what you'd expect for level 20 soldier. That's an armored knight. So our allies seem fairly competent, but our enemies, they've got 40 attack on these warriors. They've got winged demonic beasts. So the Empire is producing creststones. This is another winged beast. So, like the other winged beasts we've fought before, it has enhanced evade against sword, lance, and axe. So, taking it down from range is probably the best way to go. Desperation basically turns a double attack into a brave attack, and that means that if you're relying on a counter to kill something before it hits you twice, that's not going to work out. But it isn't usually a factor, because I usually assume my attack's going to miss, and the enemy is going to hit me twice in most cases, unless I'm like attacking an enemy with a 100% hit rate on my turn. So I usually avoid that with the way I like to plan things. But something to watch out for. And a hidden attack speed buff that triggers when their health drops low. Okay. As if they need it, because they've already got 22. They'll probably double most everything I've got. Renewal, they heal at the start of every turn. Now, Renewal is a really nice skill. I hope there's a way to get it, and I stumble into it at some point in this playthrough, because throwing that on an Armor Knight will really make them hard to kill. Interestingly enough, there are no weapon ranks. There don't seem to be any abilities for creststones. So that makes me think it's unlikely we'll get like a Manakete unit in this game. They'll only get to fight Manaketes. Although, at least they don't get buffs for using those creststones. Alright, so this has, I believe, 5 bonus damage from their base 8. No, it only has 3 bonus damage. Alright, so things are a little bit different here. After you get this defense minus 5 buff, they'll go to 35? Did I remember that right? Yeah. Instead of 33. So I don't like all the like hidden stat debuffs and buffs. It makes things a little bit harder to calculate, and it's a lot to keep track of, and it makes it easier to make a mistake. I like straight stats. The enemy has this, can't hurt them, or the enemy can be hurt, and this is the amount that it can do. I don't like the sort of degradation, especially on your defensive side. But just because I don't like it, doesn't mean I won't need to watch out for it. Alright, they've got silver weaponry. I guess that with 35 attack. They have a high attack speed, so that's nothing Ingrid cannot tank, but it's gonna be a little bit tricky if they catch up to one of my units with those flyers. Attack on the mages. So the knights, high defense, but not particularly scary attack. Cavaliers with crescent sickles. Don't think that crit rate's a problem at 11. Steel weapons. Looks like the close enemies that spawn nerds aren't too big of a problem. There are 3 winged beasts, they're all on the left flank. These warriors are probably going to hurt when they eventually get to me. At least he doesn't have death, which is crit magic. It's only a banshee. Hubert is rooted, so I don't think I need to worry about a move. At least not for now. Physic Mage. Or Physic Vidya. Anyway, a magic user that uses Physic at any rate. This could make killing pretty much anything past this line kind of a pain. But he's so deep in enemy territory that I'm probably just gonna have to wait it out rather than send a hit squad to get him. Here we've got a 40 attack, Fortress Knight. Seems like the enemies get tougher as you get closer to Edelgard. Someone I've never met. What does she got for abilities? Wyvern Rider, 50 attack, 15 attack speed, okay. Pretty credible offensive threat. Ooh, she has Aegis. Only 45 hit points. Pretty high defense at 21. So she may be difficult to take out, and she has superior mobility, so she'll probably be able to close with Nick. She doesn't have the ability to pass through unit formations, so I think that's the only way I can sort of manage the situation with her, other than deploying a lone unit and baiting or something like that. First Knight with a Silver Axe, nothing too scary. Archbishop has a crit tome. I don't like seeing crit tomes. They make me scared. Paladins 7, 40. So we're looking at high 30s, low 40s for most of the serious enemy threats on this chapter. Some units have as high as 50 though, apparently. And this also has boosted crit rate, 24. At least he's got silver weapons instead of killing weapons, so it's probably still okay if I make a mistake. For Pegasi. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Alright, he's gonna double me, he's gonna crit me, twice. Can I survive it? Seven, 44, I believe that's 7. 7 times 6. This one, 5 and 7, 42. The dude will be able to survive 1 round of combat with the Death Knight, it looks like. If his defense buff is up, even more so. Last time I miscalculate something and he's got He doesn't have any battalions. Let's see if he has any conditional sneaky stat buffs, like +5 strength at low HP or something. I don't think so. Okay. He has leveled up to level 30 now. It's not great for me. Should be concerned about this engagement with him, and I should definitely try to control it, because he is a big threat. So we have a number of pretty good threats on this field of battle so far, but it doesn't look like the losing battle the story paints it to be. Let's check out Edelgard now. They're the best for last. 48 attack. Bad hit rate. What's that about? Oh, her battalion hurts her. But it gives her a considerable amount of attack power. Defense. Low crit. Good. Okay. So this is something I don't think I've ever seen before. An enemy with a buff aura. So I also need to factor in Edelgard's position when I'm thinking about the calculations for damage here. Which is fine if I'm close enough that I can like use the combat preview to tell exactly what's going to happen. But if like I let the enemy have a range advantage on me and they initiate and Edelgard can get close, that might be 3 damage I have to keep in mind. Which I probably won't be able to and will forget about. It might get me killed. So that's a deceptively dangerous ability, potentially. Okay, she has 2 crests? Sarah uses might with combat art. She doesn't have any, so that's good. Uses might. How much? I don't know. So her base abilities aren't that threatening, but again, there's some number of damage that she'll be able to deal in addition. So I'm going to have to leave margins my units in this chapter, I think, in order to make sure that they are safe. Get another physic healer. I don't know if I looked at it. We've got everyone. I think we've looked at all the enemies. We've got a pretty good gauge of what we're going to deal with. I think we're definitely going to want a pair of healers on this map, so got Annette and Mercedes coming for this one. Might also want Flame. Oh, we can use Shamir, so swap someone out for her. Bernadette is still an archer because her bow rank is B+, not A yet. So she should be adjutant. I like Cyril for his growth rate, but not sure I have enough space for him at the moment. When I get more adjutants unlocked, it'll be worth bringing. I'm surprised I don't have Gilbert yet. Like, he wasn't a recruitable option as far as I saw. But otherwise, I think I have all the Knights of Saros on my team. We need to manage battalions and items. Order repair. I guess we'll just repair because it seems to be cheaper on materials. Won't repair that. We'll repair this.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
This iron bow is looking pretty shaky at 10% durability.
Thanks a bunch.
I go through quite a few bow uses each chapter.
Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
So I'm repairing rather than buying new weapons because it's cheaper. It still likes is half done, but I think that's okay. Oh,
Is that the... Thanks a bunch.
Ishimir's gonna need that iron
Is that
bow.
the... Thanks a bunch.
Okay. So since... Let me think about this. I've got 47,000 gold. So since repair stones are kind of limited in availability, I'm thinking of purchasing a bunch of silver weapons, just have a stockpile, so that way if I don't have enough stones to repair the silver weapons that do run out, I can just grab more from the convoy.
Is that the one?
And I think that's worthwhile.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a
I
bunch.
primarily use axes and bows, so probably about all the items that I'll need. I do have an opportunity to buy a hammer. There are quite a few armored knights in this chapter, so that might be worth hacking.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one?
These are cheap, so I'll pick up a few.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one?
Javelins.
Thanks a bunch.
I think I have a horse slayer already. Oh, and the convoy can only hold 400 items, so should be careful not to overfill it.
Is that the one?
I'll buy one silver
Thanks
lance
a
for
bunch.
Dimitri.
Is that the one?
I think I have a killer lance already. Silver sword.
Is that the one? Thanks. Is that
It's
the
probably worth having one of for buy left.
Is that the one?
Same with a killing edge.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one?
I wish they gave Anna more than one line of dialogue when you were purchasing items, instead of just saying thanks a bunch a lot. Little things.
Come back soon.
Alright. Although at least you don't have to listen to her talk if you actually do your preparations before battle. It's when you're in the marketplace she talks, but when you just buy items in like the pre-chapter preparation stuff, there's no conversation. Alright, so let's move around some of those goodies that we just bought. Can't use silver sword, so I'll give him a killing edge. Gives him some kind of an option to attack in melee range. I don't really like the Enlightened One class. Mostly because I don't get that +1 bow range. That is really, really helpful. But I do get sword fair. Skills. Oh. All this time I've been wondering why dexterity is the new name for the stat that was formerly known as skill, and it's because the weapon ranks aren't called weapon ranks, they're actually called skills. Which makes sense. How did I miss that for all this time? So it looks like I'm trying to branch out and balance pretty much everything. The Byleth should have access to at least intermediate level classes for most things. And hopefully he'll be able to get some stat buffs by swapping into like an armored class. Get his defense up a little bit. Means I probably do want to give him a hand axe rather than this javelin. If I'm going to be using a hand axe to try to raise some weapon ranks here, I probably can leave him as an on the bow. It doesn't really take much to blast him. The access to magic is really nice, but not getting counterattacked by a beast unit is probably going to be more important.
What a strange feeling.
Oh, and you saw that just there. So if you look at the skill experience bonus, basically that's if you're in a certain class, you'll get more experience for certain skill types. And pretty much that means leaving a unit in a class will sort of force them into a certain playstyle and using a certain type of weapon. And I believe that as you go up, the classes sort of get, or there are options for classes which are more diverse. Like the hero can use both swords and axes, and I believe the Fortress Knight can use lances and axes and get an experience bonus for both. So that helps your characters grow a little bit the faster you get them into those other classes, if you want to start branching out. Did I sort this whole situation out? Okay. I have Flame on Ash. I don't think that's necessary. Very helpful. Here's an idea. And it sort of might not have made sense when I reclassed Aloise into an Armor Knight, or unlocked Armor Knight form. That might have seemed like an odd thing to do because that's a middle tier class. But because it's an armored class, I believe when you make it adjutant, what happens is you will now be able to give a unit resistance against follow-up attacks by making them adjutanted by Aloise. I think that's going to be really helpful for Dedue, since Dedue is going to be fighting the Death Knight. So that's one of our adjutants. I think I'll use Bernadetta for the other, on someone who needs a little bit of help offensively. Ash might be a good candidate. I don't believe the Death Knight can attack outside of one. But he can counter anywhere, okay. So that means I could put a net down the right side. As long as flyers don't get her, she should be safe. Going to move Ingrid. Or a net. So we definitely want a net on this side. Probably want some kind of an archer over there as well. Not sure which one I should go with. I definitely want Felix on this side because there are a whole bunch of enemy flying beasts. And I'm definitely going to want to use Felix to take those out pretty handily. Then the question is Shamir or Ash. I think Shamir is better at taking out flying enemies than Ash will be. Probably want Sylvain right about where he is. And I'll probably want to pull Ash over to this side. I've got Byleth right in the middle. Probably end up using the Iron Bow more than that hand axe. Mercedes should definitely be pulled over to this side more. I think that should work out. Just saw Leone has a magic staff. That's probably something worth storing. Use the Silver Lance. Blessed Lance probably isn't going to be that helpful. Probably want the Silver Lance though. Or Killing Lance. Silver is more reliable, so I tend to favor it. I'm going to give Sylvain a hammer. So I gave the dude the Devil Axe. I suppose it's still a really good item to have on hand in case it's necessary, but it's not that much better than the Silver Axe, and it's very dangerous to use. So I don't think he really needs that. We'll give him a hammer though. I should be able to fit a hammer on Ingrid as well. I suppose I should also try to figure out exactly how this weight formula works for attack speed. No, I don't think I can view attack speed from the inventory, but I might be able to view it. Yes. Alright, so this is a weight 10 weapon. She has an attack speed of 13. Do we have any weight 9 weapons? That make it easy, but weight 6. Let's try that. That's -4 weight. Let's see what happens to her attack speed. Still on a 13. So that seems to... Or maybe it is 13 I didn't have the silver equipment for. Let's make sure. Still 13. Okay, so 19 strength is enough that she doesn't suffer any penalties from a 10 weight weapon. At least that seems to be the case. So I don't think I need this training axe. I think it should be safe to swap it for at least an iron weapon. Well, the bonus accuracy that a training weapon has is quite nice. I don't really think it's necessary for her. I don't have any iron axes, do I? No, alright, we'll buy her one.
Well, is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
So I don't know exactly how strength interacts with weight, but it might be you need 1 point of strength for every weight in order to prevent your attack speed from getting dropped. Or it might be something I haven't considered as the calculations of this. She's a Fortress Knight, so that means she gets weight -8 total because of this class ability and the heavy armor bonus. So that takes, you know, a 10 weight silver weapon all the way down to weight 2. And she has enough strength that a weight 2 weapon won't burden her. So that's kind of a cool ability for Fortress Knights to have, because it prevents their speed from getting lowered by their weapon, and their speed's already bad. So it sort of levels the playing field a little bit. Alright, I think my analysis is done. There's a bunch of spooky enemies. I need to be really careful. Let's get this started. Oh. I didn't see that. The defended location is captured. So I guess this is a hold the line as well as a route. Most likely.
I have a report. The enemy is within the walls. They're about to break the defensive line.
The Archbishop and the defensive line both require our assistance. We must protect them until reinforcements get here.
Yeah, routing the enemy is the easiest way to make sure that they don't breach the defensive line. It might be a little dangerous with these flyers roaming about where they can bypass your units and just fly in and go for the goal, and that's a chapter loss. So I'll have to play it careful, especially close. Freya.
What should I do?
Oh. That's an enemy mage. Yeah. Don't do anything to him. Can't do anything. There's a Death Knight. You have to be careful with him. So I'm just gonna march the dude out there and use a Pure Water, which will suck up his pretty bad resistance. Put it to 15, which is okay, especially considering he is a Fortress Knight with really bad resistance and low speed. I'll still probably be able to survive this attack. Yeah, 7 times 2.
Let's get to it.
It's fine if I put her behind him.
Here goes.
Even it behind slightly. Do we have our own physic healer? No, just a healer.
Ready.
So I need to kill this, is it a warrior? Yeah. Now what I really want to do is march Ingrid down. Try to block off this route so this crest beast can't cause us tons of problems. But it looks like they'll be able to come up this way and this way. And with that being the case, I may need to keep a unit back to play defense around this area. For now, I'm not really going to worry about it that much. But march towards the enemy.
I'll go.
I'll probably use Felix to resolve this whole situation. I doubt Felix will be able to kill him in one hit. With the curve shot. Yeah, he'd get kind of close, but... So we'll just push Felix up.
I'm on it.
Probably mark the spooky enemies. So that way they don't catch me out. Almost 40 of them I'm getting. Okay. Excuse me. So he won't be able to kill Mercedes in a hit. Is a ballista. Well, he needs to die.
Stay focused.
To work. Another one down.
Flyers will pilot. This is another ballista. Okay. Then, I may want to get Mercedes closer to safety.
I'll cut through.
Not quite. Says that she's gonna go for Knight over there instead of by left. Could leave by left with hit point. See, I'd like to get Mercedes.
I'll give it my all.
Have her heal by left. I guess if the only thing I have to worry about is the ballista, it's probably fine, so...
Here we go.
Well done.
Ash doesn't have very good defense. Got okay defense, but not very good. Can't kill that knight, so... Stay with him. So I'm going to try to take this choke point here of this door. Try to take this choke point. And that way we can force the Death Knight to attack Dedu and no one else. But I think I'm going to need to be fast because the Death Knight has pretty high mobility. Mercedes is probably going to take a ballista? No, okay. Okay. At least that's what it says. You can't always trust those red lines because sometimes the unit dies and the enemy was going to attack them 5 times and they die on the first attack, so they reallocate the aggression. I'd like to do something with Ash. Here, let's use Deadeye. That way I can kill that knight next turn. Or someone else.
Weak.
It's a good thing Alwa blocked that shot. I keep calling him Alwa instead of Aloise. Like the French pronunciation of that spelling. That might be a problem. Are they wearing a happy face mask?
I'll break you.
Ooh. That poor church soldier.
Not so fast. Who's next?
Enemies here put up a really stiff offense.
This'll get him.
I hope he hits. That will actually be really helpful if he hits with disturbance. Is that a siege tome?
Report. The enemy has taken the entrances where the reinforcements were heading.
We must retake the strongholds to the east and west so our reinforcements can get through.
Does he mean Space Hubert's on? And the spot the Death Knight is on? This is kind of a mess. A lot of enemies here that he won't be able to kill them all on his own. So we'll deal with the most dangerous threat to him.
I call that a win.
You're so on top of it.
Give up.
This knight got dangerously close to the objective
The fight
that we have to
continues.
defend. So it's a good thing Ash is there to sort of keep any stray enemies that go up here because they get baited by these Knights of Saros from actually the chapter for the enemy. I don't think... I guess Ingrid can catch him. This one's not rooted. What? Didn't he get hit by disturbance? Does disturbance not work on them? That's too bad. Kind of hoping it would. Alright, it looks like this Tomahawk wielder is gonna go. If I hand axe the non-barrier tile, I should be able to kill Monster. Then I can use Felix to clean him up.
My
Got some stats. Like the top. So he's going. Something else now. Yeah, that's it's classic Felix. One-shotting all the winged enemies. His attention's this knight, so that knight's gonna take the counter. We got through both of his what are they called? Health reserves? Yeah. So many names for so many things. There's just so many mechanics in this game. I find myself pausing a lot to think of what the name of the thing is called. Probably help if I thought out what I was going to say before I opened my mouth, but who has time for that? Alright, so this is a sniper. Okay, I lied, it's an archer. And the archer is the only thing that's keeping a net from being able to... No, net, can you take a hit from... 8 attacks, probably. Nothing. Surprising. Safe from the ballista, the Death Knight is gonna pop out of the closet like a boogeyman to get her. So that should be a safe move. Do it. If I can get enough damage. She can't take the counter. Back. Although, if I kill the ballista, I can move her adjacent and then won't be able to counter. Maybe I should do that. Hard to see the spooky enemies. Got ballistas on layout. They overlay. That's the word I'm looking for. There we go. So I
Be
can
mindful.
buy that here. Oh. Maybe not. A physic pilot. Cool. Yeah. So in that case, I'll just leave him where he is. 84. Much better.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Actually, since this is gonna draw ballista fire, Sylvain over there.
Just give up.
Alright, so the ballista is dead. Means I can potentially kill the soldier. Nope, and that came far enough to be able to take advantage of that. It was a good plan, but I missed out on a detail. The whole thing fell apart. So we'll just wait until next turn to move her up. It's not like the dude is in need of healing anyway, so no great loss. Better move Mercedes up.
Thank you.
Worry about a ballista and a Pegasus attacking her. And that's all. My 10. Got 17 strength, that's 27 attack. She has good defense. Like 12 damage from that. $32. Next is 11. Biggest doubler. Yes, it will. So that's just a little bit too risky. Unless I can take the Pegasus out without drawing the winged beast. So we try out different ideas in our head. If they don't work out, we switch approaches to try and find one that At least progresses us towards victory. If it doesn't get done, direct objectives. I need to use the steel bow. Got it. Although, me and iron bow will be able to curve shot. Heavy draw. So it looks like got the Pegasus. Wonder if the effectiveness of the damage also applies to the damage that's added by the combat art. Like we go no combat art to curve shot. Curve shot's +1 might. It only takes 1 more damage. So it looks like the added damage from arts does not get multiplied if you're using a weapon that's effective against the enemy. Which probably prevents some really degenerate stuff with, like, if you're using a hammer and then you use the crazy might adding axe combat art and one-shot a knight with like 60 health through 30 defense or something. There is only a 97% chance if I use heavy draw, so I don't want to do that. I do want to use curve shot because I want the 100% hit rate here.
Nothing personal. Sleep in the dirt.
And now Shamir's offensive stats are even better. You do have to keep her snowballing though, or else her effectiveness sort of drops off a little. We have Dimitri and he hasn't done it. What can we do with Dimitri? It's probably better for him to take an attack than Byleth. That will keep him fast. Oh, weight 11, weight 6. Speed drops by 5. So, 1 weight, 1 attack speed, you know that. But, looks like he doesn't have, you know, strength to deal with a weight 11 weapon. Or even a weight 7 weapon. So he would need more than 31 strength to deal with a weight 6 weapon. Or a weight 7 weapon, rather. So you need more than 4 strength per weapon weight. It's probably 5 strength. If I had to guess, but I don't have any proof of that, so we'll have to do a little bit more testing, but I'm thinking that roughly every 5 strength should be 1 weight that you can handle anyway. So you need like 50 strength in order to stop a weight 10 weapon from slowing you down at this point. There are like almost weight 20 weapons in the game. Looking at the stat bar here, it looks like it's more than halfway full at 31, so 50 is probably around the limit. I'll think about the ramifications of that later. Now we have a battle to win. We'll be able to bait the Pegasus if we move forward, so let's do that. And the Coronet can't do anything yet.
Ineffective. Huh.
Predictable.
I love it when they hit the red units with the area of effect attacks there. Makes my life a lot easier. It's only the last hit point that matters.
Not so fast. Not so fast.
That was really sad. Luck just decided that mage was not going to do much. I guess he's a warlock. I don't mean mage as a class, I mean it's like type of unit. Like bishops, warlocks, priests, the actual mages, of course, are all what I consider mage type units. So that's funny.
Now's our chance.
He healed the Crest Beast, but since the Crest Beast has HP reserves, that actually makes healing for enemies less effective on beasts, because they can't like fill up their HP reserves. They can only heal them up to their maximum. So that way it's actually kind of good that my enemy is a beast. Oh, that was silly. There's an enemy right next to him and he's just ignoring it. Yeah, I may need to deal with that problem dash soon. So we'll make preparations for that. I think Ingrid can finish this one. Kill.
What's done is done.
Counterattack for him. Her.
I'll
Them.
celebrate later.
Now the dude bars the way. Enemies get through there. Okay, so this area is secure. To deal with these flyers so Mercedes doesn't get got. Like to deal with these spellisticians. Heal Shamir. Rather than that's the only unit that I think. Kill this way. Not with an axe. Not with that. Not with that. And it's stronger or weaker than? I think it's weaker. Well, in that case, I guess I have to use the long range attack to guarantee that I'll hit. Not quite enough to guarantee. But the odds are pretty high. Not going to if I do. So it's a risk worth taking.
It all makes sense now.
We need 3 units at minimum to take out this demonic beast in 1 turn. And I don't have that many ready to go and attack him.
Stay focused.
So I have to stay out of that range. So I can advance a little bit with Violet. Oh, that puts him right in range of both the ballistas. Yeah. Probably best if I keep him where he is.
Should I have held back? Such power dwells within?
Well, he'll hit things more often and hit them harder. He's out of the detonate's range, so... Okay.
I must stay focused. I must keep aiming higher.
Now, what if I take these ballistas and turn them on the enemy, and use them to shoot these Crespies? Will that work? Byleth might be in range to try something like that next turn. I'm not sure this one will reach over there. Alright, Warlock. You have one job, and only one job. You have to kill this warrior for me before Ash gets over there. Don't fail me. Pretty sure Felix can take a hit from Crespies. Yeah. Oh. Guaranteed to being able to kill it. I guess Disturbance is probably the best choice to hold it in place.
Gotcha.
And then I don't need to worry about it attacking Mercedes. But if that happens, I'll just pull Shamir back and hit it. I should stay out of ballista range. Really? They're rather evasive, these Pegasi.
Another one down.
Yeah, Shamir has 30 dex and she's still putting 100%.
This'll make the job easier.
Good defensive level up with some strength. Now Shamir's out of danger, so she doesn't actually need healing this turn. So we're going to help out our good buddy church soldier over here.
Appreciate it.
Hopes that he might help us take down that winged beast.
I won't let everyone down.
So you have one job. Alright, come on, do it again, hit him. Good. You're not fired.
Not so fast.
Oh. When I said help me beat this beast, I really meant take hits for me.
This is our chance.
I need to get Ingrid over there. Because she's not doing anything where she is right now. I don't care where he's going to, because he should be dead shortly. The bullets overlay. Yeah, overlay. I said it right that time. I think we'll march Sylvain down there. He had just one more move. I still don't regret making him an armor knight, but it would be nice if he had a little bit more. I'll pull the meter back.
My thanks.
I don't need to use the hammer. Steel axe will get the job done.
Had to be done. Not good enough.
Well, helps him stay alive a little bit. Better than nothing, as we say. Alright, Dimitri or Shamir? Shamir. It's healing more. Sure. Felix. Let's take care of this before we decide who to heal. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
I can feel the difference.
That was a great level up. keeps Felix's offensive power at the same absurd level. Huh. So if you knock out a HP reserve of a demonic beast, like Shamir did, that doesn't count as a kill, it looks like, for defeating a foe. Which makes sense, but it's quite as ideal as I hoped it would be. So I guess that's on me for thinking that she would be able to keep the steamroll going potentially by doing that. I thought wrong. Definitely that one. Let's do that game bit. Safe from getting one-shotted by the ballista, so I guess really ought to go shoot me. But I could use Fortify and heal them both. Might as well. Less down. I don't think that'll reach. Alright, Ash is free now, so we can start mobilizing him. Oh, that was AoE damage. Uh-oh. We grieve for our fallen friend.
Let's think carefully.
Those knights really make the fighting of those winged beasts a lot easier. Ah. Warlock stole the kill. That's too bad. I wanted the glory. But alas, I guess it was not to be. I'll give Sylvain the experience of attacking him, but I doubt he'll be able to kill. Yeah. Sylvain's offense has sort of fallen in recent levels. We need to get him a little bit more strength to get him back up to proper fighting form. I guess maybe I should just give him Silver Axe and that should do it. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't have a Silver Axe other than me messing up.
Over already.
You're only going to attack once. Weapon might technically doesn't have as much of an impact on the damage you deal because it's not getting multiplied by 2. However, you still definitely want to take as much advantage as you possibly can of that one attack you do get if you're going to be a slow unit. I think there are enough archers over there at the moment. We'll move towards the center. I'll move Byleth over here so that I can use the convoy to get Sylvain his Silver Axe. Death Knight.
Thank you.
I'd like to, if I'm going to attack the Death Knight, I'd like to capture this doorway, or to defend this doorway. I don't want to do it without defensive terrain, which will block him from getting behind my lines and completely destroying an early Oni. At least if I get unlucky and he crits, which I'm going to assume that he's going to double and crit, because if you plan for the worst case scenario, you avoid the worst outcome. I guess we'll keep things healthy. Help this out so far. Might as well use some of these vulnerabilities. I've had them lying around forever. We'll utilize them if every once in a while you need one. Otherwise, they're just there for show.
Saw that!
I suppose I am kind of guilty of hoarding the powerful weapons, like the breast relics, they're called, for both Sylvain and Ingrid. I don't think I've used them once yet, and I avoid using the Sword of the Creator. Not only because I don't think I'll be able to repair them, so they really are a finite resource, but most of the times they aren't necessary, and in the times when you do need more damage than your Silver Axe is able to deal, they don't cut the mustard. They don't quite get you where you need to be to get to that one-hit kill or hit kill range that you need to be. This is a knight. Definitely blast him with magic, and that should do the trick.
That worked out.
Ooh boy. 28. Yes, Kanto. Doesn't have any seals or anything. There's nothing really all that scary coming for him. So I guess, unless one of these has a hammer, probably safe to proceed. Is 44, he won't do that much damage, can we? Especially with Aloise. A little confused about what some of this purple area over here is from. Oh, is it? Yeah, there we go. The ballista.
You're weak.
So I attacked with Shamir instead of Felix because I knew Felix would be able to get the kill, but I wanted to get a little bit of extra experience out of him before I got the kill. And I wanted to march Ingrid down here to accept this. Yeah, see, Lewin actually does less damage than Silver Axe. So it's really only valuable for the unique combat art, I think. Would be able to kill him, but it would take up 4 uses, and you know, this isn't an imminent threat that needs to be dealt with right now. I can take my time. can use a hand axe and then on the counter get rid of him, probably. Actually, it looks like he only heals. No, he has not Nosferatu. But he has a Physic equipped. Gotta be careful when you're a bishop about what you equip. We should probably get these units together in a more cohesive way before we try to do anything with that side of things. At Ash, we got Violet, we got Sylvain, we got Dimitri. One squad. We also have Mercedes, sort of floating between these two squads. Oh, Violet can't quite reach Sylvain, so we'll have to use Sylvain's bit of Silver Axe. Huh. Oh, that's Ash, not Violet. Their faces look kind of similar, I guess. Guess we'll store the vulnerability. So that is a little bit dangerous. Have a Silver Axe to give him? Yes. Is there any reason he'd want an Iron Axe over a Silver Axe? The accuracy? I don't think there are many more knights. Probably better to swap him for the hammer. What are we looking at? We've got one warrior. Other warriors as well. Weak me. It's the group. So I think it should be safe. Sylvain to just sit here. Silver Axe. Following turn, we have two archers. Dimitri's his own class in my head for some reason.
This fight is but a sideshow to the ravaging of the sacred place that is Garreg Mach.
Oh no, he crit! 9 whole damage! Man, it's nice to finally be able to go toe-to-toe with the Death Knight.
Not so fast.
I've been anticipating that moment for a long time. And you know, he's actually not that bad when you have a unit specifically built to counter him. Yeah, I wasn't allowing for them to double me in my calculation for some reason.
Thank you.
I just didn't think Sylvain was that slow. But he is. He is that slow. But it's fine, he has plenty of hit points and plenty of defense to absorb those attacks. And I have a healer nearby him too, so... extra no problemo. Where is this? Yes. Take him off the overlay. I want to make sure the Death Knight can't get over there. Start attacking people. Because they're not to do. Do can take the Death Knight, and not many other units are capable of doing that. Yeah, no. Like Leone would get wrecked by him. She's not a bad unit by any stretch of the imagination, it's just she's not tanky. Or not as tanky as you need
I
to be
call that a
to
win.
take Death Knight attacks.
Reassuring.
Basically, you can either tank the Death Knight by being so tanky you can take 2 crits, or by being tanky enough that you can take 1 crit and fast enough that he can't double you. And those are about your only options if you don't want to take risks. I don't think we need recover. Oh, okay. 2 extra hit points if I use it.
My thanks.
Everyone will be so pleased.
I'll need to use recover again next time too, because she's 1 magic short of being able to fully heal 2 from the Death Knight. He crits once and hits normally the time. So they're gonna bait that. Alright, so we've got 2 warriors, 3 warriors, a healer. Healer? Weak mage. You can probably ignore the weak mage for the most part. Have Sylvain on our side too, so needed. Fast. Faster if I want them, yes. Ash should still be able to double him. Not with a silver bow. Lightning shot would reduce his attack, I think. Alright, so we don't seem to have quite enough damage to take this enemy on one turn. If we had a Felix over here, it probably would be a problem. Enemy here has good attack, but doesn't have enough speed to really take full advantage of it here. 2. Seems to be a little short on offensive power in the middle. I don't think we can get around to borrowing it from somewhere else. But we can certainly do with this healer at least, so observe some of the damage from you.
Seems I prevailed.
Yeah, so Vayne feels kind of lackluster at this point. He's just a little bit slower than Ingrid. Goodbye.
What you fail to appreciate is that we have at our backs a force you cannot hope to defeat. I can afford to fall back. We still have the advantage.
If you say so.
1 stronghold secured.
Oh cool, we get our own reinforcements. Well, that might help a little bit. I guess I'll need Felix and Shamir to help deal with that beast in quick order. So they're not wasted over there. Let's see. What am I gonna do about all these warriors? Well, I could fall back into this choke point with Sylvain, I think. Not this turn. Then I could hide everyone behind him. Fine. I need to heal Sylvain. That much is beyond question. Because my choices are either that, or kill all the enemies in the area, and I don't think I can kill them all. In fact, I may have difficulty killing any of them. Byleth can take a hit from this. 2 crit. 38 might. Bad news bears. Our best hope is to have them attack this poor armored knight. Or Ash has a very interesting gambit that I just remembered. And if I can position him correctly, might be able to hold the enemy off here without any real difficulty. But I do have 4 units out here, so to hide one of them. Protect Ash if I move that way. So how do we protect Ash? Well, the easiest way is to line up in front of him, block the enemy from getting to him. Someone. And if I line up right here.
Careful, please.
So Sylvain doesn't have many options for where I'm going to start this line from. I think 1, 2, 3, we put him back here. Don't worry about the ballista, but I think that's about it. And I should try to do damage from this line as much as possible, so that the turn that this armor is going to buy us with his sacrifice won't be wasted. Just casually talking about sacrificing innocent NPC lives. War is a terrible thing. Alright. Sounds like a plan. So it's really kind of cheap how this gambit works, because you get to take 1 damage, and the downside is, oh, you only deal 1 damage. But if you time it so that you get all 3 of your characters to attack first, then that really doesn't make much difference, because you get to attack for your whole turn's worth of damage before you actually get to prevent all the damage. Most of the damage is going to be dealt to you next turn. And counterattacking for 1 isn't that big of a deal. It does move the enemy into position, probably more important than actually doing damage when you're playing defensive. Do potentially offer them these forests if we do it that way though, but not seeing a way around it. Suppose we can always fall back on subsequent turns to better position. There's a lot of space here that we can use. Alright, Mercedes can get behind the line. Line is closed with the surrounding terrain. So I think I can use... there's a forest here, so I do have to be careful doing this. But I could potentially use Dimitri's Canto ability to get a free attack in here. If he were just going to stand there, you wouldn't be able to do very much at all. I suppose I should see which unit I could attack, or should attack based on Byleth's ability to join in for the kill. Alright. shot here.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
And I have Dimitri selected, so that should be correct with the positioning.
You're a big help.
Kind of stressful with positioning that, because if you make one mistake, you're probably banking on it saving your life. So if you mess up, that's like potentially a chapter loss or a reset or a unit loss. In this game, you just rewind it, but I feel kind of bad if I just rewind too. At least when an enemy kills me. If I like messed up my plan horribly because I failed a goal or a stretch goal like with the crest stones, I don't feel so bad about it. But I still feel kind of bad that I wasn't able to perfectly predict everything with a few minutes of preparation. Yeah, he's got 57. He'll be alright. Definitely want to wait for that 4 bonus defense against the Death Knight though.
I have no choice but to distinguish myself in this fight.
Rip Sir Knight. I should probably have used Silver Axe on to do, but it will get it done eventually. Well, this will do some damage, hopefully.
Easy. Appreciate it.
Wow, thanks.
Nice work, Sniper. Knocked off one of his hit point bars for me.
This is the end.
Those green units are quite good. At least in this situation. Might not necessarily be that great generally. And that should show the Adrestian Empire that flying beasts are really ineffective against an army of archers. I'd like to heal the green units who were useful in the hopes they may continue to be so. At the same time, I don't want them stealing my experience either. Alright, so he's fast.
I'm on it.
Damage from that. We just coordinate and take down this warrior.
So obvious. Easy. I must stay focused.
Where you are.
As expected. The glory of progress.
I don't know what defensive tactics does. I think I forgot to check it on as well. We can retreat? No retreat, no surrender. I was hoping there might be detailed available in that menu, but I guess not. Let's not forget to do this. Actually, let's heal first, because I think it might reduce healing to 1 also. Well, I think only Sylvain needs it. And Fortify won't quite reach our sniper friends, so... Sorry friends, but I guess Sylvain isn't really that badly damaged. It will save a life. Green lives matter. If I attack the Death Knight, he will be able to do more damage. Well, 1 times 2, 42. It's enough to kill him. We're not gonna do that. We'll do. We'll equip the Silver Axe. Wait.
Useful.
I can't even snipe him. Guess I don't really need Leone over here at this point. He's there for moral support. Now I want to use the Impregnable Wall Gambit. Tree.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah. Because I play so conservatively and try to avoid risk everywhere, like, a strong enemy that will do a lot of damage with a very bad hit rate is something that really upsets my plans. Like, this guy only has a 25% chance of hitting, and I could potentially risk taking that attack normally. And I could hope that that 2% crit chance just doesn't happen. But because I'm so averse to taking that kind of risk, I build this whole formation and plan to take multiple turns to take this thing out. Take it really slow. So even things that may not necessarily be a huge problem wind up taking a lot of consideration. And I guess it depends on the way you play, but if you want to consistently be able to beat hard chapters on the higher difficulties, I imagine that playing more conservatively is safer. Put him on a heal tile. Who's left? 20? Alright.
No other choice.
And the Death Knight is dead.
The time is not right. I will wait for the next opportunity.
Okay, maybe he's not dead.
More. Good.
Even if he's not dead, I defeated the Death Knight in single combat.
Both strongholds secured, with time
Well.
to spare.
You don't count Annette's Hope as combat.
Thanks.
I do have to give the Edelgard kill to Dimitri,
My thanks.
for story reasons. I don't think you're actually forced to do that mechanically. Maybe you are, I don't know. Be surprised if you were. But I'm going to try to do it anyway. Because it seems appropriate. And I kind of want to see the special dialogue that probably occurs between them too. Okay. Now we have to start worrying about Edelgard's group.
I aim for greatness.
Since I look at all the units beforehand, I could sometimes just look at the types of units and make pretty solid guesstimations on whether or not a unit needs to worry about being attacked by certain things. And that's pretty helpful, because if you don't do that every once in a while, you might get surprised by something dangerous that is packing like a hammer or horseslayer or something. That can be kind of rage-inducing if you feel like you got blindsided by it, so that's why I go through all the units beforehand. Try to get a good sense of the situation. Three damage. Nothing more tactical or cheaper in terms of like cheat value and how cheap it feels and how just horribly offensive it would be to face someone in combat who used tactics like this. But 3 damage is really powerful, so I use it in like every instance I possibly can. Easiest way to deal free damage is to outrange the enemy. 97. Get a 1% crit chance. Oh boy. Still 97. Alright, but I feel better about using 5 uses of an Iron Axe. Oh, but it won't kill him. Splitter still won't kill him. Okay, gonna have to use 3 uses of the Silver Axe. If I don't want to give the kill to someone else.
I'm finished. I'm loath to say it, but I must retreat.
Guess I've gotten better.
He got speed. That's something. Alright, I guess I should just take all the overlays off. Edelgard can move. That makes things a little harder. Who's left? Got Ash. Ash is a pretty good mage killer. I do hope that drawing this mage towards me doesn't cause Edelgard to stomping towards me as well. Because my units are kind of spread out, and I want to reconcentrate them, sort of hit Edelgard from all 3 sides at once with all my units. Physic for that? All the other adjacent squares are taken.
You're a big help.
Taken or threatened. I saw it coming. The Warlock should be able to deal with that knight. At least Edelgard moves slowly.
Doing my part.
Good.
Oh. Did he move within the enemy range there? Did he really just do that? Must I do everything myself? Alright. Who do we have who can stop that? Dimitri will be able to catch him. I always forget that and it has the Stride Gambit on. That would actually be something that could be pretty useful in getting my units into the right positions at this particular moment. It's hammer time!
Who's next?
Look at that hammer.
Have I improved some?
That thing must weigh a ton. Could you imagine being hit by that? Jesus. No wonder it caves in their armor. These are the edges of the battlefield. So, Crit Tome. To watch out for that. I obviously need to watch out for Edelgard. Not really a threat. Not really a threat. Potentially a very big threat. And not really a threat. So. Attack speed, 39 hit points, he wouldn't be able to kill him even if he had 0 defense. Gain attack speed, not getting double, Violent is not getting double. Sylvain would get doubled, and that would be very bad. So with 50 attack, that's gonna hurt. Three damage. Not that bad. But I can't get close enough to this wyvern to kill it without also drawing this mage in with his chance of instantly killing me with that crit spell. Also, since he's a mage, Sylvain's gonna be in trouble if he hits him. Good thing Ash has a few more uses of his gambit. It's hit the wrong button. Sylvain Ash. It's wall. We use that on Sylvain and Byleth. Probably need to start backtracking with Mercedes, but I'm not going to move her until everyone else is moved in case some damage needs to happen. Three range. Also 3. I'm thinking if I can wall this off, I can use Impregnable Wall, and this wyvern can't really do that much. But Byleth might be able to tank the damage. 13, 44, that's more than 50. Aegis will protect her to a certain extent, so I might need to use, you know, double attack or attacks, but the wyvern's gonna go down with all the archers hanging around pretty quickly. Low crit chance, 24. Yeah, Byleth's safer. At least I think so, if luck is 1 crit reduction per, which I believe it is. Let's see, what do we do here? What do we do? I think we put Byleth up here. Snipe this horse. Ash up here. Also snipe this horse. The horse goes down.
That was tough. I'll stick with it.
Speed, more speed. He's pretty fast. Sylvain. Guess we could outrun the Wyvern for just this turn. Also help get him over to right side and away from that mage. I might have a problem because if they start advancing up, I'm going to end up either catching them from the side or behind them. I might be able to use that. But it could also separate the two armies and make them unable to support each other very well. Warlock might come in handy.
My life was changed forever by Her Majesty. Now, I lay it on the line. For the Empire!
He's gonna lay it down, not on the line.
Here's the plan.
Oh, she could have pulled me back one with that.
Ineffective.
Yeah, I should probably watch those gambits on the enemies a little more. That could have been bad. I might have needed to retreat and use Impregnable Wall. Alright, well, the Warlock dealt with the problem, but it was good to have Dimitri back here, just in case things went south. And he missed.
I will handle whatever comes.
So I seem to be finding in a lot of these maps that I'm splitting my group into a bunch of separate squads and having each hit squad sort of deal with one task. That makes maintaining formation considerably harder. Then I basically abandon it. It's no longer advantageous. So I'm not really being quite as battlefield tactic. Oh, tactic P. Something like that. On a lot of these maps, as I kind of want to be, with my armors marching in front of my ranged units. But I kind of get to do it in certain places, like the choke points on the door here. They're both physical units. I don't expect that they will have much problem. But we can speed things up.
Thank goodness.
I'll actually closer, so that Godspeed might be harder, or Stride. I keep thinking of it as Godspeed because that's what it was said to be in like the Japanese translation of the Japanese promotional trailers.
I'll celebrate later.
Alright, to do, I don't think we have anything to fear from that Wyvern, so...
No hesitation.
Lucky.
Lady Edelgard, I'm so sorry. I can't keep going. I must retreat.
Never doubted you.
Could have used a curve shot there. It's possible that Aegis could have rocked. But I'm happy with that, because even if things had gone south, I would have just moved Ash up here and used Impregnable. I might still end up doing that if this mage keeps getting closer. This guy is really worrisome. Not many units have high enough resistance to tank a crit, especially if he doubles. It's the same problem. I basically only have one problem, and that's surviving crits. So Edelgard will attack Ash if given the opportunity. We don't want to give her the opportunity. We also don't really want to let her attack Sylvain. We do want to let Dimitri attack her, though. Take out this mage. Now the nice thing is there's this house. This house blocking anything from coming over here, along with these bushes. So I can probably sneak someone like, oh, say Felix over here. Kill this mage from afar without them even noticing that he's been picked off. Guerrilla tactics. I like it.
Next time, bring your friends.
I don't like using the longbow because it's number one, a rare item, number two, it's not very accurate, and number three, I think it's probably best used with something like Deadeye or Curve Shot, so that you can shoot something at a ridiculous range, so that you really take full advantage of the extra range it offers. Silver will do well. I don't want to spend 3 durability for silver on this thing, so I'll go with the bow. Won't do much, but it will do something. I think she only has one range. It looks like it does a little bit more. It'll only attack once, but it'll have 15 is 1 less, so 7 base attack. Yeah, he'll survive it. Even Ash will survive it, so I think what I'm gonna do is pop up here, once more use my wall skill, just to sort of close everything in, and then next turn I'll try to mop up as many of the enemies as possible. Maybe kill Edelgard.
I owe you one. Thank you.
I could sit here and do the math and see if it's viable or not, but I like it when the game does the math for me. I can use the combat predictions that you can see before attacking to make shorter work of it. Oh, you can't heal people who are affected by Godspeed, it looks like. I'm okay with that. That makes good balance sense.
Thanks so much.
See why the designers of the game would want it to be that way. Sylvain. I guess if you're gonna do 1 damage, there's no need to use a silver axe and waste the durability for that. Move Dimitri into position.
I wish you were someone whose heart could be swayed by my words and deeds. If it were so, I would have done anything to make you my ally. We won't hold back!
So nice of you.
That is nice of those green units. The HP is fine. I forgot about Stride again. It's alright. He got into range. That's all I really need him to do. Alright, so... got the sniper squad closing in. Should be able to hold them here, I think. Perhaps not. Ash can take one hit from Edelgard. Looks like Mercedes should be able to, too. So even though everyone is frozen in place because of her gambit, well, except Mercedes, because the enemy should only be able to attack once against Ash due to the fact that they're all using melee. None of them have a ranged option. They can't focus fire him down and kill him. So really the only thing we have to fear here... counters. He sure does have a lot of defense. How much healing does Fortify actually do? 15? So we can count on that for almost 45 healing. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. So we're going to use the hammer, I think. Don't have any X combat arcs. Oh, I guess we'll just hope this hits, and if it doesn't, it's not that big of a deal. And he's still at 8 HP left. I don't know exactly how much the Crest of Flames raises might with, but as long as it's not more than 8, it would have been fine there. See, like this is probably a little dangerous. So we're about to do any damage to these guys. Yeah, Edelgard definitely trumps Sylvain here. So, This is an example of why it's worthwhile to have a mage, because sometimes your offensive players don't do enough physical damage to break through these defenses in any reasonable amount of time. But Annette is too far away to help, and Mercedes is too busy healing. Might as well, I might crit twice. Never know. So I'm leaving Mercedes where she is instead of running out of range. And the reason for that is to only allow one attack on Ash, because otherwise this one could get behind him, Edelgard could hit him, that would be a kill. We do have a mage coming to our rescue with these Fortress Knights. I hope he doesn't go for Edelgard. If he steals the Edelgard kill, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be real mad. But I guess I'm leaving that up to chance to a certain extent. Though she's still got a beefy amount of hit points, it's unlikely that he'll get the kill. But we're gonna use Fortify because we have to. It didn't hit Sylvain. Oh. What is up with his health bar? Why is half of it missing? It's not just me, is it? Oh, his foot is clipping through it. Okay. That confused me a little bit. It made me think half of his health was gone. So, I guess that's a small issue with the 3D rendering here. Don't think I can do it here. Hand axe durability for a little experience potentially? Why not?
Not so fast!
Really want to throw a javelin, but I know I should not. Do you have any gambits left? If she doesn't, it's actually safe, I think. No, she's got one more, so better hold off. Julie, she like uses a gambit on Ash. Yeah, we hit Mercedes. Could potentially lose units. May want to rewind that. I don't think about gambits enough. It gets me in trouble. I think what we'll do for the next one is we'll pull Mercedes, put her down here. The Ashes, penetrable, bait out, second gambit. And then we're clear to continue the engagement as per normal. It'll give us a chance to gambit as well. So
Here goes.
Thank you.
I'm good now.
We
Let's
need to
get to
redo it. It all needs to be redone. All of it. Yeah, I better not.
Stay focused.
I think I will risk the hammer attack again. It's not really, I don't think. If it were, I wouldn't do it.
Here we go.
Yeah, Ash is perfectly safe. Well, except for Gambit. I could attack here, but I think I need to use Fortify, because to me, probably safe, safe, safe. Well, virtual. I don't think I need to use the Fortify. Should leave me open to attack. Could allow me to kill this knight.
Oh, I won! You can rely on me.
Yeah, impenetrable wall is really ridiculous.
What should I do?
See how they do first, but it'll guard fine. Absolutely fine. He can't even crit him, so
You
Go
will
for it.
come to regret raising your blade against the Emperor of the Adrestian Empire.
I should probably try to keep the enemy getting attacked. Question is, can she this attack of 40 plus 40 something? So I had best leave her in the safe. Shoot from afar. Quite reach. So I guess that's that.
I'll cut through.
100% chance. However, might kill him on the counter if first crest procs.
I'll
So,
give it my all.
see, that's something I kind of wish there was a good way of showing this preview screen. If the enemy has anything that could pop up and change the math, that you don't get surprised by missing a detail or lacking game. Out of gambits? No, he has some. Oh, he's not allowed to use them. In that case... if we can get Edelgard's hit points down... 15 damage. Kill her.
I'm on
worry
it.
about it. But we can't do that with what we have left. So, that whole entire plan
To work.
is up in flames. Can't close with the snipers, so that's another rewind. Mistakes were made. Try and buy life attacks. Start from there.
What should I do?
We're going to try to kill Edelgard. Hope he doesn't crit, so that way Dimitri can get the kill.
You will come to regret.
Not so fast!
But yeah, for future reference, it appears that you cannot use gambits when you are rattled. I could still potentially use one because Mercedes does have restore.
Here we go.
But I plan on using her to heal Dimitri so Dimitri can get this kill and blow.
I'll cut through.
Late. We are all tired of waiting. Now, let's separate that sick head from your neck, shall we?
You never were one for patience.
That last turn was kind of a mess.
You fought well, but now your fight is over. Send in our reserve troops and give my uncle the signal.
What is this?
Everybody here, young and old, is in your hands. No, I will not allow another Red Canyon tragedy to happen here.
What is going on?
did you come?
In Imperial Year 1181, the new Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, led a strategic assault against the monastery at Garreg Mach. Though her own losses were great, her foes had no choice but to surrender. Archbishop Rhea commanded the Knights of Seros, leading from the front lines against the Imperial army. But amidst the chaos of battle, she vanished, and her whereabouts remain unknown. With this single attack, the Adrestian Empire officially launched its offensive against the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. The unification of Fodlan has begun.
The end of chapter 12. That was quite a big one.